Hello there, lads and lasses in the YouTube community. This is the Pipepastor coming to you again at the saddest day of my year, I think, and that's when we're taking down Christmas decorations. I hate it. I hate taking them down, putting them up. I hate the starkness of our house afterward. Alas, I'm going to be smoking a new acquisition. This is a Nording, and it's beautiful. The stem work is beautiful on it. If you can see that, those are golden flecks. Unusual pipe. Nice, very nice. I'll tell you how I got this pipe in a minute. Let me go ahead. This is how a professional pipe smoker lights his pipe, with a lighter. Where'd you all go? There you are. That's how I char it. My first light, get it all gray on the inside, uniformly gray. All the coals are gray. Now my second light. So you got to take your time with it. Some guys even go in for a third light after that. This is usually all I need to keep it lit for the whole time I'm smoking it, but I'll do a third one. Nording has been around for a while. He makes a real decent pipe. Sometimes he makes incredible pipes. I think there's some out there that are thousands of dollars. But he also makes a good pipe in the 100 and 200 category. I appreciate that about him. Now, that bit about this is how a professional pipe smoker, forget it. Once again, I blew the coals out. Alright, now this beauty here has been in our local pipe and cigar shop, Pipes or Cigars Limited, and it's owned by a guy named Micah. And Micah's been having this pipe out there for like 4 or 5 years, and it was overpriced. And I told him that. I said, you know, you come down, I'll buy it. So I waited and I waited, and there's something like $400 and something. I went in the other day and said to one of the workers, I said, listen, dude, you're not selling that pipe. It's just staying up there. It's overpriced. You come down $100, I'll buy it right now. And he looked at me and said, $100. You take $100 off of that right now, I'll buy it. Cash. And he went over and looked at it again. I said, you've had it up here forever. You're not going to sell it. I like it. I like the stem on it. I like the work. I'll buy it. You come down $100 because I'm still giving you more than it's worth. And they did. And they threw in a bunch extra. Happy, happy. So, I got it, and it smokes really good, looks good. You guys will never guess what I'm smoking in it. Black Gold. I just got through looking at some videos that Williams Breyer did, or Chris. Slancha. That's a good glass of Guinness. My wife got this for him before my birthday a couple years ago. It says Pete's Pub on it. I typically don't drink any beer or alcohol when I'm on cycle with my diet and weightlifting, but today, being as sad as it is, an Irishman has to have something, you know. But I was listening to old Chris talking away. By the way, Chris, love your videos, man. Got a great spirit, great sense of humor. But dude, try to finish a sentence or two before you put the pipe in your mouth. Because this is how Chris does. He goes, so see what's on my mind. You know, it reminds me of a time way back when I was oh man, just, you don't have to be kissing on that pipe all the time. Give it a little rest, tease it a little bit, get a sentence or two out. Now Chris, I'm not taking offense. Your reviews on Black Gold Plus, and TK6 were far less orgasmic as most of the other guys that have sampled the tobacco. I have to disagree with you on my end that I smoke Black Gold. I get a blast of flavor right now. First of all, sweet. Second of all, it's gentle, so I can get a big old nice billow of smoke around me and smell it as a room note. Black Gold Plus, you know, they go off and on as far as one tastes better than the other when you smoke the other for a while, and then you trade off back and forth, and they both taste better than the other depending on which one you've been smoking for a while. TK6 is a little less. The room note is a little less pleasant. Taste is good though. But they're all great smokes. I guess I can agree with Chris on the fact that it's an even smoke. It's not up and down. It tastes great to the last drop. Nice thick cloud. Doesn't burn hot. In fact, it's a very moist tobacco. I cellar them, but I don't put any liquid in the humidifiers that I put in my jars. For a pipe, they'll give you a humidifier, which is you put a little bit of distilled water in it, and it's like it keeps the temperature at about 70 to 80 degrees inside the jar. You don't need that with Black Gold ever. In fact, some guys think it's a little too moist, so they'll put a plastic bag of it in the on their windshield, on their dashboard in the summer while they go to work, and they come back out and it's dried out for them. But I like it just the way it is. I like them all the way it is. But yeah, I think Chris liked them. I think he liked them. I don't think he was overwhelmed by them like I was hoping he would be, but you know, not everybody's going to. Most people, however, are just overwhelmed at the goodness of this tobacco. It's just, it's so good and it's so mild. Every once in a while you go sample other tobaccos to see to get one that's really hard on you, because this is not hard on you. So if you're looking for a flavor that leaves a real strong taste on your tongue, it won't be this. The strongest you're going to get off of this is the sweetness of the tobacco. It tastes very sweet. And if you blow through your nose every once in a while, you can taste nuances of chocolate or vanilla, maybe with Black Gold Plus, some cinnamon or nutmeg. TK6 cherry. Well, Scott is a real decent businessman. If you call up HighlandCigars.com, talk to Scott. I always tell him that I sent you because I want him to know I'm still kicking in business. But you ask him to send you some samples. He'll be real fair with you on the samples he sends, on the aromatics, and he'll send you some samples besides the black gold. But in December each year, I buy from Scott probably 10, 15 pounds worth of tobacco. I get black gold and black gold plus in the pounds, and now he's carrying TK6. I don't know what he's calling it, but I get them in the pounds. Give some away, sell her the rest, because tobacco goes up each year, and tax on it goes up each year. So I get a bunch of it, so it'll last me until the next year for easily. But like I said, you can't get better than Scott. There's one guy that wrote me a little while ago, said he talked to somebody over at Highlands Cigars, and some girl or lady, or I forget who, but didn't really like the service he got. Sounded to him like he was getting put off or something of that nature, you know. So I told Scott about it. Scott chased this guy down, and I tell you, that's why I like Highlands so much. Even if, on the rare possibility, you're going to get somebody that has an off day on the phone, if you just write back and say, I was not satisfied with the service I got, they will fall over backward, man. I mean, everybody has a bad day every once in a while. I don't know that they've ever had in the 35 years my family's done business with them, but I had one problem one time. And the problem actually was with my son. They were kind of, someone was messing with my son, or I forget what it was. And I took that person to task, and let me tell you, that person was just humble themselves. They went over backward to make it right. And I mean, they go over backward, they bend over backwards so much to make anything right that you think was wrong, that man, you just can't get business or service like that anywhere. Scott's a Christian, loves my book Green Tree. He's a real decent guy, patriot, hunter, fisher, enjoys life. Has been honest with me to a fault, generous to me to a fault. I'm not just kicking you business because he's giving me 10% of the royalties or anything. He's good to me. He appreciates the business I've sent him, but I'm wanting you to go do business with him because you're going to get business with him better than you'll get anywhere else. The prices are going to be better than anywhere else. So, yeah. They got decent pipes. I mean, I love the Ruger series, the Savinelli Ruger, and I don't even really like Savinellis that much. But boy, their Ruger series for the price. Scott sent me one that was a bent apple, and for the life of me, I don't know, I might have had 2 or 3 Guinnesses too much or something, and I gave that away to some sap that was just starting to smoke a pipe. And Nick and I, my son, we do that all the time. And it's not that we give it begrudgingly, it's just that at the moment we're very, very generous, and then the next morning we look over and go, oh man, I gave that pipe away. So it was a bent, rusticated Savinelli Ruger. Nice little inlays on them. And then he sent me a Savinelli Ruger Canadian rusticated. Oh, just wonderful. Just wonderful. Great pipe. They go anywhere from $65 to $105, something. They're very, very, very reasonable, and it smokes just as good as any $400 pipe